looking basically something in San Diego area and a good school district for her, and for bedrooms, if I remind, well, what else?
Yeah, bedroom size, affordability, and pet friendly. So we were in the budget, so we just needed to make sure that we could find a house that will fit that budget. We didn't have an area specific because we've never been in San Diego before, so we just relocated from Northern California. So the only thing we knew about San Diego was the zoo and the beach, right? Or a Legoland. Other than that, we were not even familiar with the location. So that was very critical for us to find a place that will be safe for our family or our children. And we're looking to, well, John and Melissa went and walked multiple properties for us and then did a video, right? Everything was done remotely. So They just were sending us feeds. We were looking at the pictures and we were saying to John and Melissa, hey, we would like this house, and this house. And they were going to those places, walking the property for us, and then uploading the recordings, and then we were watching videos. So we actually we came to an event. I came to a class last year around September, and even before that, we were just looking into moving, so it wasn't our plans. And suddenly, I just actually became a member of a Facebook group for that like class or that group. And then I just say, hey guys, if you know an agent that might be willing to help us, let us know, because our plan is to move to San Diego. And sure enough, like Melissa replied right away, and then we got in contact, and then they were flexible enough in their schedule where they introduced themselves, and then they even show us a few properties in different locations. I think they show us in Poway because that was one of the areas first. They show us in Carlsbad, and then literally they actually set up a plan for us where we're gonna show you some properties, and then the last property is gonna be way up north, so you can actually just jump back on I-5 and head back to home at a time. That's how we met them.
They were passionate about their job, and they friendly, and they knew what we wanted. So it was like I felt from the beginning it was like a connection. So they knew what we were looking for, and that way they were able to help us more. Yeah, because it was like everything online. Yes.
They weren't pushing for us to put an offer in the house. So it was just like, okay, so just let us know which house you like, and then we're gonna go out and walk the house for you guys, because I know you guys are not here. So that was really nice. And then I would say the third thing is that they help us to schedule absolutely everything, from inspections to lenders to even after the house was closed. They were able to help us with like cleaning the house right after the house was vacated, and some minor issues that happened after we closed that they were all the way through until we literally moved into this place.
Yeah, something that I really love about them, it was like they have time for us. So every time we needed something, they were answering everything. Or they took the time to go and see the houses for us, and then take the video, record the videos, and send us.
And something I have to highlight is they were doing that even though we were not pre-qualified with the lender just yet. So it was based on a conversation that I had. It's like, yeah, I know I'm gonna be qualified or pre-qualified for this amount, so that's pretty much what I'm looking for. And then they were out looking for houses even before we were actually pre-qualified to buy with a lender. I think the expectations were really high, right? Like it's like you want to buy a mansion with very little money, so you have a humongous list of musts that you want in your house. So the expectation, I think, at the beginning was really high. We were very specific on what were the stuff that we were looking for, and the outcome at the end was the best, right? So we got what we were looking for with the budget that we were in. So it was a great outcome at the end.
Yeah. I would recommend John and Melissa 100%, because they're an awesome team and they help you, they excel on their job. So it's like they do more than what you are expecting. And you can check them on Facebook and You can find them. They're a really good team. You.
Yes, you don't have the opportunity to work with two agents at the same time. So usually you only work with one agent. So the fact that you can actually work with a duo, it's actually a nice plus. And then you get different personalities, right? So Melissa's more outgoing, so she's like the face of the business, like doing this, very driven. And then John is more like the logistics, what has to be done, like signing the contracts and pushing back and all that stuff. So it's a nice match to be able to work with them, and then both looking for the best interest, which is your house.
I remember when they recorded the video for this property, they were doing something from the outside, and they, look, this is like, there's a trail for the dogs. They have doggy bags, so it's pet friendly, and they went to show us the playground. So it was like, it's good for children and dogs. So everything we were looking for, and and so, as well for other properties, they were doing like a walk through the community, not just the house. And they were showing us like,
and they weren't pushing, because most of the agents, they show you 3 houses and it's like, let's make an offer. Which house you want to make an offer on? They weren't pushing, so they were real patient. Like, yep, this not working for us. This not working for us. And it's like, yeah, I want to see more houses. And they were never like pushing, like, hey, when are you gonna place an offer? So they were really patient for us in that regard as well.
Yeah. After everything was done, it was like a few months later. It was my daughter's birthday, and she received a gift, a present from John and Melissa, and she was so happy and excited about the present. And this past week she was like, oh, I want to see them and send them a present, a letter or something. So she made a draw for them, and she was so excited, right?
Yep. It was not only like a business relationship anymore, it was more like a friends relationship where they remember that it was our daughter's birthday, and we just went to the mail, and it was a surprise for everyone. It's like, oh wow, that's a gift for them. So when she woke up and then she was asking, who gave me this? And then she remembered who John and Melissa was.
Yes. Now she calls them uncle
and auntie.
Yes.